Hi, it's Amy, and my channel is Strength Reversed. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to combine 2 days for the 31 days of tarot. I skipped over prompt 23, I don't know, I wasn't super called to it, but today I'm going to combine 24 and 25, and my incentive to just get the video made and not like fuss over it too much is that my dinner's in the oven, and so it's gonna beep any minute now, so I just have to like knock this out. 24, now I wrote down, I thought I heard on the video what card is most understood and why, but then when I saw the post tonight on Facebook, it was most misunderstood card. I'm going to go with misunderstood because I think that's more interesting. Well, I think the most misunderstood card depends on the reader. That's different for everyone. I think if for a non-tarot reader, it's probably the death card, right? Like you flip over that card and you have to be like, don't panic, don't run away, you know, you're not dying. But for a tarot reader, or for me, I can't really pick one out because it depends on the day and it depends on the deck. So I feel like when I study the cards, as I study them and gain more knowledge about the cards, you learn I learn in a spiral. It's like I keep coming around to that card, and every time I do, it adds a layer of meaning to the card for me. And as I'm going through that process and a card keeps coming up and I'm adding a new layer of meaning, the card becomes a little bit nebulous during that transition time. That's the pattern I find for myself, that once it becomes clear again, I have a new and deeper understanding of the card and it seems easy. But while I'm in that stage with that particular card of transition to a deeper level of understanding, the whole thing just seems completely, you know, confusing. In a different way than the court cards are always confusing. Day 25 is, do you have any tarot self-care rituals that are only for your personal practice? And I do have a few. I do journal, you know, as I study the cards, and sometimes I incorporate a tarot card or a tarot reading into a normal journal entry, just my daily life journal. I pick a card of the day. Sometimes I do a weekly spread where I just do 3 cards and it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I get tired of doing daily draws. But usually I do a daily draw and I write it down I have a planner that it's dated, and I write each card in there. And as I go through the day, or as the day's drawing to a close, I'll kind of reflect on that card. One interesting thing I've been doing is incorporating it with my yoga practice. I'm also doing a yoga challenge this month. It's the Yoga with Adriene Dedicate Challenge, and that goes all through January. And so I've been picking a card, well, my daily card of the day, and kind of having it in front of me while I do the yoga practice. And more often than not, something comes up that Adriene says, or that just pops into my head during the yoga practice that totally fits the card. And so I post those on my Instagram, which is also Strength Reversed, if you're interested in seeing any of those. That's worked out pretty well, and I think I'll keep doing that for a while. I also, a lot of times, do a new moon spread just to see what's coming up for the new lunar cycle. And the spread that I do is called the Eye of Horus spread. Eye of Horus has a very personal meaning for me. And I came across this spread online, and I was going to post it, a link to it, but I looked in my tarot journal, and I'm usually extremely strict about citing my sources and where I get everything, and it's always written down in my journal. And for some reason, I did not write it down. I can't imagine why. I've used this spread for several years, so I tried Googling New Moon, Eye of Horus Tarot spread, and lots of things come up, but not this spread. But it has the Eye of Horus and the Eye of Ra, so it's kind of what's inside, what's happening outside, and then a card for each of the 10 days in the month. And I've had really good experiences, meaningful experiences with that spread. That's pretty much it. Journaling, new moon, daily draw, and I find that that really kind of helps me form a relationship with my cards. Sometimes I just sit with my cards and maybe reset a deck where I put everything back in order. That's fun. That's a satisfying thing to do. Okay, I have Brussels sprouts in the oven and I can hardly wait. So thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.